is starting up, the show that puts the spotlight on all the innovation and passion in the Indian startup community. This week we come to you from the Zenzi Mills here in Mumbai, and as every week we've got an action-packed show for you. A look then at what's coming your way. On the show this week, making advancements in mobile technology that can save lives, it's A3 Biomed Technologies on Showcase. On Trend Wheel, independent music label startups are paving the way forward for a lot more diversity in the music that's being released. And it's time to make a fashion statement with your umbrella on our elevator pitch. Now, over the last decade, we've all seen a lot of advancements in mobile technology. But here's a startup that actually uses all that technology to save lives. Well, we're talking about A3 Biomed Technologies. Sudhir Syal puts on his stethoscope then and does a quick check.
We've all seen this sight before, but what many of us don't know is that the first 1 hour after a patient gets a heart attack is all important. Referred to as the golden hour, it's treatment during these crucial 60 minutes that could save a life. That's the lifeline of A3 Biomed Technologies, a venture which has been co-founded by technology entrepreneur Dr. Shrikant Parekh, IT veteran Dr. Sunil Lakadwala and senior professor Dr. Uday Desai. It all started in late 2008 with a basic demo of a remote ECG capturing technology in the IIT labs.
We saw demo of the core idea whereby you could see vital parameters on a mobile. We instantly saw the value of this technology, and there's potential here. A lot of barriers have to be crossed, but this is the technology of future, the future which has already happened.
Yes, the future has already happened, and over the next 6 months, the team invested 25 lakhs of their own funds, collaborated with cardiologists, engineers and designers to work on their product, one which needed a whole lot of engineering to bring together.
No ECG signal is really usable straight off the electronics. It is enormous cleansing, filtering, lot of stabilization, etc. So that cleansing software is a must, for example. We need very intelligent communication channels to make it talk with the rest of the world, with the mobile phone, with the servers, etc. It should have its own power source. You can't have a product without it. So some of these things were very obvious from the word go.
The final product, a laptop in a metal casing with a Linux-based operating system. The ECG leads from the patient are plugged into the computer, the software analyzes the data and generates a 12-lead electrocardiogram. With a click of a button, a SMS is sent to over 6 cardiologists.
This is that crucial moment because this SMS that contains a link to a JPEG file with both the electrocardiogram and the image of the patient. Two critical parameters that could well enable the cardiologist to save the patient's life.
The technology has been deployed in 2 methods, both in the ICU in hospitals and at home, where a patient can call a helpline to have his ECG taken. The latter, a service which has been set up by Dr. Rane in a suburban Mumbai hospital.
We make out a diagnosis of whether the patient developing heart attack. Secondly, suppose along with the transmission, the photograph also transmitted. So when we see the photograph of the patient, we know whether the patient is in severe agony or whether the patient is comfortable, whether the patient is, if he's having breathlessness, we can, from the X-ray muscles, we can make out what sort of distress the patient is in. In a patient with acute severe pain, the facial expressions will be different. So a photograph with the ECG speaks 1,000 words.
Considering the capex unfriendly target market of hospitals for the product, The founders also soon found out that they had to innovate with two different business models.
We have basically capex model and opex model. In its extreme manner, capex model means that we sell our client unit to the customer, while in opex model essentially we don't sell, it still belongs to us, but we charge as per the usage.
The capex model is priced at rupees 2 lakhs, while the opex model is priced at rupees 125 to 150 per ECG. The startup's product has been installed in 4 hospitals across Mumbai. A slow start, but Sushanto Mitra, CEO of Sign, where the startup has been incubated, isn't perturbed. The long sales cycle, in his view, can also serve as an advantage.
The positive side is that there is the fact that the sales cycle is so long, it enables them, it gives them some sort of an entry barrier or the first mover advantage which they have in the marketplace will take 2 years time for somebody to catch up with them.
To approach the market, they're looking at forging partnerships with hospital chains, ambulance chains and large pharma companies. With this strategy, it projects revenues of 25 crores at the end of 3 years and 104 crores at the end of 5 years. Clearly though, it's not the financial upside that motivates the team.
We would like to save 1 million lives, and that has been almost part of our name of the company, towards saving 1 million lives. Every presentation, every corporate literature carries that byline, towards saving 1 million lives.
So far at least, they've saved over 20 lives. 999,980 to go, but given their passion and enthusiasm, they could well be right on track.
Well, that's not all. As soon as 3G goes live, these folks will actually provide you with a live stream of your ECG graph. We wish them all the best. Time for us, though, to take a break here on the show. But coming up, iProf gets you access to some of the best teachers in the business at the touch of a button.